We've seen some epic highlights throughout training camp. A lot of those have featured Josh Allen and his new receivers. But you can't forget about the guys in the trenches. It's time to show the real MVPs some love. You know exactly who I'm talking about. The offensive line. They do the dirty work to help keep their QB clean. This year, the line's looking a little different. So let's get to know the squad, as told by Cybo, Spencer, and Connor.
My left-hand man. That's what he is. I did say earlier in a meeting today that if we had to go to World War III and there's one person I could be in a tank with, I would choose Cybo.
We had a good time.
It would be entertaining until we either made it or got absolutely bombed up. Be a good guy to go out with. That's a good guy you want to go out with for sure.
Basically a mountain man. Like if someone could just live in isolation, that would be Spencer. Live off the land.
You got a real good sense of humor, and sometimes those line jokes can be a little bit dark on the edge, but you always see Connor laughing. So I mean, I feel like he's always good to have that. Just a good guy to be around. A special one.
Snowman. Said earlier, big calves, big personality, big man, plays big. Leader, energetic, always doing the right stuff. Always a light in the room.
David Edwards, just probably one of the smartest O-linemen you'll meet. Just the way everything's like, how he sees everything. Yeah, I would say after Mitch left, he's the new dad of the group, father of three.
Now that you know the personalities, it's time to get into what the group loves. Pizza parties! Bills center Connor McGovern is quite the chef. McGovern started having the offensive line over for pizza, and the Bills went on a win streak last season.
When I transitioned here, talk about cooking all the time. One day Dion had enough. He's like, all right, you're not allowed to talk about cooking anymore until you make us food. And by that time, the house was ready, the kitchen was done, so my wife was okay with it. So we had our first pizza night. So I made pizza for everyone, and everyone loved it, and we won that game, so tradition stuck.
Connor, what is the art of making pizza?
There's a lot of love in it. No, just make sure I get all my ingredients right. Love almost like the science that goes into it, like adding all my own mixtures, finding my own concoctions and what everyone seems to like, then find out guys' favorite styles of pizza, if it's pepperoni, honey, or what they like on it, and just making custom pizzas for everyone. A lot of people like meat lovers or just odds and ends stuff on it, or started this past spring make my own meatballs, so people wanted meatball with Parmesan cheese on it. Anytime I had a new recipe, I called Spencer over and he would try them for me.
The last time he had a pizza party, I made these cheeseburger egg rolls. I get some ground meat, some bacon, and I cook it up, put some cheese in it. Then I get these wonton doughs and I put them on top of each other, put the meat in the middle. It came out all right the first time, then the second time I used a different dough and it came out perfect. Everybody loved it.
I'm a taste tester, slight entertainer, dog watcher, and I buy cheesecake from Wiggins. That's my thing.
You brought that fruit tart the one time.
Yeah, fruit tart. Big fruit tart guy.
Hey Connor, I'll take a classic. Cheese and pepperoni, please. No, but really, those pizza hangs sound like an awesome time. Aside from loving pizza, there's another thing this offensive line has in common. The group is pretty outdoorsy. So outdoorsy that they believe they could live off the land for a few months. Here's a segment we like to call O-Line in the Wild. Connor, what is Spencer doing to provide for this family of three?
Everything, like hunting, fishing, whatever needs to be done. Any manly activity out there, I'll stay home, I'll cook, whatever needs to be done. But if you're sending me out in the woods, we're all dead.
Connor's little homesteader.
Yeah.
Go sit in a tree until I come back with something.
I feel like he could probably cook anything we bring back. We bring back some berries and nuts.
You're not sneaking up on anything in the woods. You're not going out there.
I can fish. If I find some water, I'm definitely come back with some type of fish. Either if I gotta go in there and get it myself.
Okay, I can see you fishing.
I can fish.
I bet we could make it minimum 2-3 months.
These guys can do it all. Block for Josh Allen, cook, and survive in the wild. As you can see, this group is pretty special, and they believe they can pick up where they left off last year.
Yeah, I think we could easily pick up where we left off. I'd say we're probably already close to that point and just take it to the next step. But I would say the number one reason is probably our communication just across the board, how comfortable we are with each other. Tacklers do a great job communicating to the tight ends, and then even us just communicating with Josh and Jimmy back there. And then make sure the wide receivers are on the same page, just make sure everyone's all good. I'd say communication has been the focal point in this offseason.
Simplicity is the best of it.
Dude, it's simplicity. It's not simplicity.
I don't know how to say it, dude.
Simplicity.
All right,
Simplicity.
Simplicity is the best sophistication.
It's not an offensive line video without our guy, Ryan Vandemark. Anywho, this group had such a solid season last year protecting QB1, and I know we're all looking forward to seeing what this version can do come September. Fingers crossed for a whole lot of pizza parties and a whole lot of wins.